The word Diwali comes from the Sanskrit word Dipavali, meaning a row of lights. The name is actually composed of two Sanskrit words, Dipa meaning light, lantern or that which illuminates, and Avali meaning a continuous line. Diwali, also known as the Festival of Lights, is the grand finale to the annual festivals of India.
Traditions form an important part of our culture. They remind us of our history and they shape our present and our future. All traditions have a history, meaning and significance behind them. Diwali also has its own set of traditions. For example, Hindus believe that the goddess of wealth, Lakshmi, visits each household during the time of Diwali. So, in preparation of Lakshmiji's arrival, families prepare in advance by decorating their homes with patterns and colourful designs, preparing sweet and savoury dishes, and lighting divas.
Another tradition during Diwali is Sharda Pujan, which is when business owners and students purify their accounting ledgers and academic books. As with any year-end, this is an opportunity to reconcile not only one's financial and academic books, but their spiritual accounts too. Fireworks are lit to celebrate the festivities which celebrate Sri Ram Bhagwan's return to Ayodhya after his 14-year exile and victory over the evil Ravan. Therefore, on the night before Diwali, devotees light divas, symbolically asking God to expel their ignorance and enlighten their souls. Lights, candles, sweets and fireworks are all an integral part of the decor and festivities, and they all add to the splendour of the occasion.
In addition to Sri Ram's return to Ayodhya, there are several stories related to the origins of Diwali. The first is where Lord Krishna vanquished Narkasur. Narkasur was an evil demon who stole all of the most beautiful and valuable objects in the world, as well as the earrings of Aditi, mother of the Devas. The Devas prayed to Lord Krishna for help, who vanquished the demon, releasing 16,000 women as captives. The Devas celebrated this victory by lighting divas.
Another story centers around Lakshmiji, the goddess of wealth. The Devas and Asuras were churning the ocean in search of the elixir of immortality, known as Amrit. In doing so, many heavenly treasures emerged from the ocean, including Lakshmiji, who became Lord Vishnu's wife. We express our gratitude for the wealth and prosperity she brings, and also marking the day of her appearance as daughter of the ocean. There are other famous stories which commemorate this special day. These include Lord Prithu, who extracted goodness from the earth, and the Pandavas, who returned from their 13-year exile in the forest.
This year, when most things have been carried out virtually, it's really highlighted how important social connections are, especially for our mental and physical well-being. And so on a social level, festivals like Diwali really give us an opportunity to come closer to our friends and family. And during Diwali, forgiveness is sought to remedy any bitterness or hurt feelings from previous years and rebuild lost connections.
On a spiritual level, festivals such as Diwali provide us as Hindus with an opportunity to connect to God. They also lighten the burden of bad karma and help integrate devotion and knowledge into our lives. The spiritual and devotional fervour inspired through these festivals shows us that it is possible to live happily and righteously, even in an increasingly materialistic society, despite the challenging times that we have experienced this past year.
Today, when dharma and morality are seemingly on decline, the teaching from our scriptures serves as beacon of light. During these times, we remember timeless wisdom from our glorious history and the teachings that we can take from the lives of great avatars. For example, Pandavas were exiled to forest where they had to suffer so much of hardship, yet they sustained their faith in Sri Krishna Bhagwan. By following the command of Sri Krishna Bhagwan, they won Mahabharat and achieved success. We even remember Sri Ram Bhagwan as another example. His ideal life and pure character brought happiness to his people. He had to suffer similar hardships as well, but yet he respected the wishes of his elderly. He gave up throne to keep up the promise of his father King Dashrath for his wife Kaikeyi. In today's world, we see that individuals can break promises and commitments for their personal motives. But by the way Ram Bhagwan lived, we learn that honesty and character is pure dharma. We are reminded that there is nothing wrong in acquiring wealth and power. However, this must be done by observing dharma and honest effort. By doing this, we experience happiness and peace.
Additionally, Bhagwan Ram teaches us not to do anything that will cause harm or misery to others. He also showed the importance of respecting one's elders and parents. He obeyed his father, despite knowing the difficulties he would endure. We also learn from the life of his brothers. Lakshman did not try to benefit from his brother's predicament and claim his land or wealth. Instead, he accompanied him to the forest and served him, and endured the hardships with him. Bharat also refused to take up the throne, understanding that Bhagwan Ram was the rightful king. So, through Diwali and the lives of the Pandavas and Bhagwan Ram, we learn important messages such as family unity, honesty, and respecting one's parents and elders. Through honesty and good character, we realize how to live our lives on the path of dharma, thus allowing God to enlighten us from within.
Diwali is the festival of lights, where we as Hindus light divas in an attempt to reignite our inner light and relationship with God. However, in this modern day and age where science and technology often shape our thinking, how can we connect with God? Our Hindu scriptures are vast, and perhaps we lack the time to read and understand them fully, so we may struggle to build that connection with God. This is why we need a spiritual guide, a pure and enlightened guru in our lives. The relationship between guru and disciple goes all the way back to Vedic times. In Hinduism, as well as popular culture, a guru is a teacher, somebody who fulfills various other roles, such as that of a mentor, father figure, counselor, as well as a bridge to God.
However, the true meaning of a guru transcends the mere responsibilities that he fulfills. Sanatan Dharma's scriptures immensely extol the glory of a spiritual guru. The Guru Gita of the Skanda Puran also states that Gu means darkness and Ru means remover of that darkness. Thus, the Guru is one who dispels ignorance of all types and gives one knowledge, with Gu also meaning ignorance and Ru meaning dispeller. Therefore, it is crucial to understand the role of the God-realized Guru, as one cannot attain knowledge or enlightenment by self-endeavor alone.
Through the lives and teachings of His Holiness Brahma Swami Maharaj and Mahant Swami Maharaj, numerous devotees have been inspired on the path of righteousness. Their purity and character illuminate the scriptures and bring them to life, and in this way, they are able to connect us with God. The Guru is able to dispel our ignorance, removing us from the darkness and bringing us into the light.
Why do we and how do we celebrate Diwali? Diwali, one of the most widely celebrated festivals by millions of people all across the world. Characterized by bright lights, vibrant colors, delectable sweets, spectacular fireworks, and divine pujas. The festival of Diwali brings its joy, happiness, and a feeling of togetherness. But did you know that Diwali is actually a 5-day festival, and each day has its significance and history behind it? Let us take a brief look at each day and take a moment to understand its spiritual significance. Day 1. The festival of Diwali starts on the 13th day of the Krishna Paksh, or the dark half of the Ashwin month according to the Hindu calendar. This day is popularly known as Dhanteras. The word Dhanteras originates from two Sanskrit words, Dhan meaning wealth and Teras representing the 13th day. According to popular legend of the Samudra Manthan, on this day, Goddess Lakshmi emerged from the ocean during the churning of the sea. Therefore, Hindu devotees worship the goddess of wealth, Lakshmi, on this day. Traditionally, people buy gold and silver ornaments and utensils, as they are known to bring good luck and prosperity. Day 2. The second day of Diwali is celebrated as Naraka Chaturdashi. During the Dwapar Yuga, Krishna Bhagwan defeated the evil king Narakasura. This day reminds us that truth always triumphs, and it celebrates the victory of good over evil. Day 3. The third day is the actual day of Diwali. It is the last day of the Hindu New Year. This day commemorates the return of Ram Bhagwan along with Sitaji and Lakshman to Ayodhya after their 14-year exile. In joyous celebration of the return of their king, the people of Ayodhya illuminated their kingdom with divas. On this night, devotees light divas, symbolically asking Bhagwan to expel their ignorance and enlighten their souls. Firecrackers, sweets and rangolis all add colour, joy and happiness to the significance of this occasion. Day 4. Day 4 marks the beginning of the new year for Hindus all around the world. On this auspicious day, Govardhan Puja is performed to mark the day when Krishna Bhagwan saved the people of Gokul from the wrath of Indra by lifting up the Govardhan hill and lending them shelter for 7 days. On this day, an Annakut, or a mountain of vegetarian food, is offered to Bhagwan as a way of expressing appreciation and gratitude. Day 5. The final day of celebrations is popularly known as Bhai Bij. On this day, Yamraj, the god of death, went to visit his sister Yami after a long period of separation. Yami welcomed him by applying tilak on his forehead and preparing a loving meal. This day celebrates the unconditional bond between brothers and sisters. Even today, the festival of Diwali continues to spread the qualities of joy, happiness, righteous prosperity, goodness and gratitude. For 5 days, children and adults come together and joyously celebrate this occasion. Happy Diwali!